In June of 2014, a man named Ronald Reed died in Vermont at 92. He had pumped gas for a living and then swept floors at a department store. His friends knew him as the guy who parked far away to avoid paying the meter. When his will was read, Ronald Reed had $8 million, and he gave most of it, millions, to his local library and hospital. That same decade, a Harvard-educated Merrill Lynch executive named Richard Fuscone, a man who had run entire divisions of Wall Street, declared personal bankruptcy and lost his mansion. The janitor died rich. The executive went broke. In what other field on earth does the janitor beat the surgeon at surgery? That question is the engine of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, published in 2020, and quietly one of the most useful books ever written about anything. Housel's argument fits in one sentence. Doing well with money has almost nothing to do with how smart you are, and almost everything to do with how you behave. Finance is not physics. It is psychology wearing a calculator. Start with the idea most people skip. Luck and risk are the same force pointing in opposite directions. Every outcome you see, every fortune and every wipeout is some blend of decisions and forces nobody controlled. Housel's discipline follows from it. Judge fewer people by their outcomes, including yourself, and study patterns across many people instead of stories about one lottery winner. Never take your cues from a single lucky man. Second idea. Compounding. You do not feel compounding. Warren Buffett is worth, at the time Housel wrote, about $84.5 billion. Here is the number nobody quotes. $81.5 billion of it arrived after his 65th birthday. Buffett is a brilliant investor, but his real edge is that he started at 10 years old and never stopped. His secret is not the rate of return, it is the runway. Time is the variable that breaks the math open, and it is the one variable every get-rich-quick scheme throws away first. Third idea, the one that stings. We learn what rich looks like by looking. The car, the watch, the kitchen renovation, but spending is the opposite of wealth. Wealth is the car not bought, the upgrade not taken. It is invisible by definition, which is exactly why nobody learns it by imitation. You can see Ronald Reed's flannel jacket. You cannot see his portfolio, so the world copies Fuscone and dies surprised. Why does this book matter more than 100 smarter-sounding finance books? Because it is honest about the actual game. You are not competing against the market. You are competing against your own envy, your own impatience, and your own need to look successful before you are. Housel gives you permission to play a quieter game and shows with receipts that the quiet game is the one that wins. There is a second half to this book, and it is sharper than the first. It asks the most dangerous question in money: how much is enough, and what happens to the people who cannot answer it? Men with hundreds of millions who risked everything: prison, disgrace, ruin, for more. That is part 2, The Man Who Never Had Enough. The book is The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Read it in a weekend. It will pay you back for a lifetime.